Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 3 of the Making Your Marketing Formula. Now, if you've had any questions on day 1, we covered about like all the marketing problems that I've seen, and then we talked about the solution yesterday. Today, we're actually going to make that marketing formula. So if you missed day 1 or 2, go back and watch them. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me using that QR code. It should take you to either my Instagram where you can send me a DM, or you can feel free to email me or find me on all of your social media and ask me some questions. But I do know that we ended day 2, and I told you about a lot of things that I did in my business. Your girl was overworking like crazy, and I want to let you know that all of these things that I did, which were amazing, you do not have to do to hit 6 figures at all. None of them. You do not have to. Now, would I recommend the things that I spoke about? Of course. However, I want to make sure that your business doesn't have to be as hard as mine was, either externally or internally. And I want to let you know that because Deb is another one of the clients that I've worked with. And when we were working together, she felt like her business was hard. She was actually contract coaching at the time and felt like it was just it was a lot. It was a lot to have a business, especially if you're a person like a lot of my clients are. They're just starting their businesses and it might be their side hustle before they start full time. And while she was doing that, we founded the One and Done Weight Loss Coaching. And because she had that signature program that we made for her, like I do for all of my clients, she was able to sign 3 new clients in 1 month, signed 1 new client at her new price, and has refined her program so much so that she might be doing this full time very, very soon. We've spoken about it recently and very excited for things to come. So definitely check her out. But I wanted you to see, based on the things that I had done when I did that conversion rate that I spoke about yesterday, I realized that when you're doing your conversion rate, what you want to do is you want to think about all those consults. I realized that from networking, that word of mouth, that red category that I talked about, I had 25 consults, and I got 19 clients that converted from that. So when you're finding out your conversion rate, you just do 19 divided by 25. That was 76%, a huge percentage of my people. Remember, I only spent 40 minutes, 40 hours of my whole year doing like talking to people, networking, word of mouth. And it was the biggest thing that worked for my business. I want you to see if that's the case for you too. Because with all my clients, whenever I have them do this, they're like, oh my God, I thought that networking didn't work. So I stopped. I literally had a client tell me on Tuesday, I stopped going to networking groups because I decided to put all of my money, all my time on social media because I felt like that's how it was going to work. A ton of her clients came from those networking groups and none of them had come from Instagram. And I was like, okay. And I just simplified it to Instagram. It could be any social media that you're doing. But again, Instagram is that outbound billboard marketing. So when you're thinking about that, this is for my results for 2022, my first year full time, I only got 7 clients from Instagram. And only 4 of the ones that literally just booked straight through my link tree, which I would recommend all of you guys having, a consult call straight through my link tree. None of them, or like only half of them converted. And I spent 1,800 hours alone, probably more, just on Instagram. Only 57% of people came from there. Note to self, don't spend your money on your time on Instagram or Facebook for me. Now, your numbers might be different. If you've got 100% conversion coming from Instagram, that's where you should spend your time. Then for webinars, like I did webinars and I had 4 people come and I got 4 clients from that. 100% conversion rate. So I was like, I need to continue to do these things and maybe cut back a smidge on the Instagram. And overall, you want to find out your general conversion rate. Mine's extremely high. I teach sales in a very specific way that changed my consult rate to being this high because I essentially shifted the exact way I did it, and I made it very customized instead of doing a scale script. It used to be like a good conversion rate is like 8 to 12%. So if you have a good conversion rate, that's a great. It's like if yours is in like 8 to 12 place, if I was around the 40K when I was just doing a regular sales script, and then I customized it for my program and I got 76 conversion rate or 73% conversion rate. So if that's something that you are looking at and you might need, definitely let me know and I can absolutely help you with that. Also, you don't want to have 100%. If you are getting 100% converting from especially before your first 6 figures, there might be some people that you're finding that they start working with you and they drop off. And that's usually because when you're talking with them, they might need something else. And you want to make sure that you're making sure that the people are the right fit for your program. So this was my formula for 2023. I decided that I was going to spend, based on what I had seen, in order to hit the goals financially that I wanted to, I was going to spend 2.5 hours every week. And then I was going to get 19 clients from that in 2022, because I had 19 clients in 2022. And my conversion rate for networking specifically was 76%. I predicted that I could get 4 clients a month from that. And so far, it's been going pretty good. The other thing is like you want to find out your formula for each of the 3 categories. Like I mentioned in the last week, to hit your 6 figures or whatever goal you're hitting this year, and just to hit any income goal, to help as many people as you can, I would recommend making your formula a little bit just with 3 things. So you'll see in your worksheet, it's just for 3 things. The 3 top things that you got, those are the places I want you to spend your time. Now, you'll notice that I'm still spending, even though I got more clients from networking, I'm still spending more time with my posting. And if you don't know how to network, if you're like, Megan, I've never done this before, I teach my clients a way that we do 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night. And that's what we do we do hot people for one day and we do cold people for another day to diversify your audience and your reach. And that is how I figured out this out. Also for posting, I have a very strict formula. If you haven't noticed, my program is called 6 Figure Systems, and I have done 5 hours just with Instagram. And every single week, I know exactly what I'm going to do in each of those hours. My plan is to get, since I got 4 clients in all of 2022, and I had 57% conversion rate, my goal is to get a client a month from that. And then with my webinars, I want to spend 8 hours per webinar. My plan right now is to do quarterly webinars. So I did one in the first quarter. I'm going to do this one in the second quarter. And then I'm going to have one in the third quarter and one in the fourth quarter. And that is going to hopefully bring me a client a quarter. And I'll spend 8 hours on each. And because we were able to like refine people's marketing formula, Sarah is another one of my clients, and she was the person that founded Coach the CEO. And she realized that within her business, she wanted to create a strength of hers was also teaching. So she created an entire program from scratch because she now knows how to teach on Google Classroom. I would highly recommend it instead of Kajabi. It's free and Kajabi is $200 a month. So she created this entire program all in Google Classroom. She set up all the systems on the back end of her business so she actually could be able to spend this time and she can help her business run smoothly while she's contracting. And she actually created a Facebook group to bring in her people. She was like, I wanted to make sure I gathered like-minded people. And she helps coaches who are passionate about like doing beautiful and helping out the mental health of society within our industry. And she decided to create that group while we were working together. Pretty awesome. So for you today, I want you to create your formula. Now, when I say this, there is no right way. There's no right way to make a marketing formula, and there's no right marketing formula. I'm telling you exactly what I did to the hour and minute of what I did and what I'm doing for my business. But if you do these exact things, you're a different person. You have a different business. I want you to do what feels right to you. And I want you to know that whatever you choose, you take ownership. like instead of like being like, oh, I'm not sure if this training is going to work, I'm going to be like, no, this training is going to bring in at least one client. From this training, my plan is to bring in at least one of you guys watching this and help you to create the systems and make your business grow. I take ownership of that because I want to make sure that these things work. So you just go to work and you make it right for you. So today, this is where you're going to be thinking about your marketing formula, where you're going to be doing the past clients. You're going to pick the top 3 places. You're going to figure out how the source, how many hours you want to spend weekly going forward for at least the next 6 months. And then you want to have the number of past clients you've converted from that source, your conversion rate percentage, and then how many are predicted. And tomorrow, we're going to be talking all about how to make your business plan.